is amazing. And yeah, so let's get into this. First things first, I thought while everybody's coming in and for those watching the replay, jump straight in and show you the last couple of live stream dried results. So this one here is from a bottle bottom, and yeah, it dried beautifully. You can see a nice even sheen to that. The colours gorgeous. See some of those reactions around that white. And that centre just came together nicely. So yeah, really thrilled with that. Love how it looks. Okay. And then we have the swipe. So this one I adore, absolutely adore. So up close you can see all the little reactions and everything that we have in there. And up close you can see the swirls as well, which you can't really see from a distance. So which is one of those surprise things that as you get closer you see the finer detail. And love those colours. And dried beautifully. Look at that. There we go. So from a distance it really wouldn't matter which way you chose to put it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Both of them too. You could choose any which way. So love that. There we have it. All right. So those are both on 8 by 10 inch canvases. And sorry, it's just putting those down. And if you would like to purchase one of those, just send me an email. And yeah, I'll have the email address down in the description below. And let me know. So there we have it. So we have here the titanium white from Montmartre. They're all Montmartre paints. Hi Mum. Looks brilliant. Thanks. Hello Kathy. How are you doing? All right, just stirring that in. So titanium white mixed with just a tiny squirt of Atelier pouring medium and Australian Flood Floetrol. This one here is yellow ochre. So as much as I'd love to do another swipe tonight, that's what I did last time. So I don't want to do that again. You're wonderful. That's awesome. Glad to hear it. Thanks so much for joining the live stream. How am I? I'm much better. Thank you very much. Had a busy day. I love, if you've caught any of my previous videos or replays, I always say how I love when you have a productive day. So that is awesome. So tonight I also have another 8 by 10 inch canvas. Yes, I have. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Okay. So there is something that I thought I would like to do with this one, which involves using a little cup because the 8 by 10 inch canvas is small. So when I want to do a feature, I use the smaller details. And hello to you, Kerry. How you going? Thanks for popping in. I also need to say that some of Australia is now in, daylight savings time. But here, where I am, is not. It is still Australian Eastern Standard Time. So my live will still be at 8:30 on Thursdays, Australian Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so this one, I want to put a little bit of white. Just enough, probably more than enough. It's probably 15 mils, perhaps. And I'm going to flip that straight away onto the canvas in approximately the middle. So you're good. You set a reminder tonight so you didn't miss out. Oh, that is lovely. Thank you, Carrie. And so with the other colours, what I'm going to do is a dirty pour. So I'm just going to see if these cups here are clean. They look clean. So I just got a plastic cup, and we'll combine this is, oh sorry, that was titanium white. This is magenta. I do just need to give a quick stir, and I'm out of gloves, so you've got my bare hands tonight. So I'm pouring straight into the cup. You'll see reactions and pretty patterns like that, which I love. You don't know what you're missing out on not having daylight savings. Yeah, I grew up with daylight savings, remember? I don't know how I'd feel about having it again. And the magenta is really pretty. Absolutely. I love that magenta. So yellow ochre. So parts of that blends is going to create a kind of maybe an apricot or a peach. A bit of light green. Let's have another quick look at the colours inside. And then we'll just go one more time. That'll be more than enough for this size canvas. Oh, that's so pretty. I love that effect that it creates. That one didn't fall through, but it's sitting on top. That's fine. So with this one, did you make the peach colour? I can see, definitely see between the magenta, the white and the yellow ochre, we will have some peach for sure. So now for this one, we're going to do a dirty pour. Or we could just, actually, why not? I'll get completely messy when I don't have gloves. And just pour it onto the cup and let it flow over however it wants to. Why not? So I can move that green a little bit. Ah, I'll swirl it because, here we go. I was a little bit concerned. It was looking a little orangish, muddish. Plenty, more than enough. I'll be doing dips later with what's on the table. Might just end it there. Let's have a little bit of a look at that. I lost a lot of the green, so I don't really mind. It's not worth stressing over. Okay. That's some cool reactions. Yeah, it is, isn't it? I love it. I have complete faith in saying that that is from the Floetrol. So, because I loaded the Floetrol a little bit heavy in this one. So, I did, say, for example, that much paint in the bottom of the cup. Then I did a little squirt of pouring medium, and then I like doubled in with Floetrol. So something along those lines. I don't exactly measure it out. So that looks like it's had time to sit there and settle and do what it's going to do. I don't know how many dips I'll get from later on from the drip off, because it looks like it may go muddy really quickly based on the colours of this. So, I've done some really beautiful paintings of pink and green, but now that I'm saying that, I didn't use the yellow ochre in those ones. So yeah, that might be the reason for this one. So I'm going to try and tilt this around. If you don't want reactions, what is used instead of Floetrol? You could use a glue and water mix maybe, or more pouring medium and water perhaps. I don't know exactly, but there are definitely other options out there. Okay. Oh boy. I didn't think about how I was going to tilt this and hold the cup in this. Oh, there we go. Stretch those digits. Okay. Whoa. This is definitely different. Let's say that. So this could have been something too where I could have potentially moved the cup out of the way before tilting, but I wasn't sure about how that was going to go. So I went with this, and the cup did interfere, creating these extra lines and everything. Thanks, you're welcome. All right. So we may still tilt it a little bit more if we feel like we need to get some paint off the canvas. But what we're going to do now is something that I previously did, which was inspired by another acrylic pouring artist. And I really don't want to say the wrong name, but I did mention it in the previous video, and I think it was called lipping. So in this, you use the rim of the cup here to kind of roll over the surface, and it exposes potentially what's underneath. We'll see how it goes, which is why I put some white in the middle, because after I've done that, I'm hoping that the lipping will help to create a little bit of a flower, perhaps, in the middle with that white. Fingers crossed, guys. Okay. So I'm going to lift it up and just start rolling that around. And you can see there are some colours coming through. It's not quite... It's slipping. Oh, boy. I just got that off. I did get a drip. That's okay. You can see some green peeping through. Yeah, yeah. And you can, that's it. All right. So now that we've done the kind of flower feature, it looks a bit like a flower. Yeah, that's what I thought when I first did it. So, and which, mind you, that one was better than this one. I don't know if you could hear that or not, that whisper. But yeah, so let's give it a tilt, open it up and see. There is a lot of paint still on the canvas. I don't want to lose want it to get a little bit over and come back. And then open it up on the opposite diagonals as well. Oh, here comes a really messy thumb. And I may even just bring that cut back in and redefine the center. That's why we need to offload some of this paint or it will be too thick. See how freely it's still moving? That tells me that there's plenty of paint on the surface. If it was, when you tilt it and it's really slow to move, you know that there's not a lot of paint left on the surface. Yep. Was that you could hear me whisper? Oh dear. So I'm going to use a clean cup because that one is really slippery and messy now. But I do think I'm going to dip it in the magenta. Yeah. Googly eyes and mouth. Really. Oh. There, there, and there. Okay. Dip. So I have a magenta rim of the cup. Let's see. So I just want to, roll it just a little. Okay, I'm pretty like we go. I'm going to do that again with the magenta. I think I was rolling it differently. Okay. Bit spooky. So I've got some more on there now. Whoops, and dripped. There we go. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think we may just leave it there. See how it dries. See if it might need a little bit of extra refinement. If it does, I can use some more acrylic paint. I really feel like there is one section. I'm dipping my back of my old brush into the magenta. Okay, so it looks like that. Just want to bring it a little bit around there, and that's it. Just wanted that one more line. Yeah, so absolutely something different. It's not new, but it's something that I haven't done in a while or seen in a while. And I will go back, see if I can find my previous video and link it below and see if I can find out who my inspiration was when I did that back then. So yeah, I like to share my inspiration on things. So just with this over here, this is where that blob dripped. Just going to break it up just a little bit. That's it. I'm excited to see how this dries now. Interesting technique. We'll have to try this for sure. Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of a little bit, for me anyway, really loose. Hang on. Really loose and freeing when you're rolling the cup lip around. And yeah, you can potentially, like I have, overdo it or anything, because it's just like, oh yeah, this is nice. Freeing, fun, painting. There we go. All right. So we'll come down, we'll have a close-up, and then we'll sign off. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for being here. Let's try that again. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope that you found some inspiration, education, or relaxation while you're watching. So there we have it. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. It really does help. And especially like times like last week when you're not feeling well and you need to have a break for a moment, and sharing and watching videos really does help in those times as well. Okay, we will have a close-up. So I may need to try this one again, but leave out the yellow ochre. No. There we go. Sleep time for you. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome. Good night. Sweet dreams. So we definitely got some green once we open that up in the background. So just coming up to here. Lovely little effects. And the center point that we redid after dipping into the paint. I have a thing about dipping into paint. I just realized when I did the string dip, and now this is like the cup lip. I dipped it into the paint and did it. There we go. So I do love those reactions in the center as well. That's pretty cool. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. You're legends. I appreciate you so much. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous in that middle, isn't it? Yep. All right. There we go. I hope you have a lovely day, evening, night, wherever you are. And yeah, take care out there. It is important because you are important. So with that, be kind, be creative, and be fabulous. Bye. Thanks, Kerry. Good night to you.